The clock struck midnight as I settled into my chair at the desolate security desk, the dim glow of the computer screen casting an eerie light on my surroundings. The office building, usually alive with the hustle and bustle of daytime activities, now lay cloaked in a foreboding silence. The only audible sound was the faint hum of the flickering fluorescent lights above. As I embarked on my rounds through the empty corridors, an unshakable feeling of being watched settled over me. The air became dense, and shadows seemed to morph into grotesque shapes in the corners. A sudden cold breeze sent shivers down my spine, and that's when I heard them. The faint whispers, distant yet unmistakable, echoing through the empty halls. "Stay with us," the voices murmured, almost pleading. I quickened my pace, but the whispers persisted, growing louder and more desperate with each step. Doors creaked open and closed of their own volition, and the temperature plummeted dramatically. Reaching the end of a long hallway, a figure materialized before me. Its face remained obscured in darkness, but its presence was suffocating. The whispers intensified, resonating within my mind. Panic set in as I realized I was not alone. Something unseen, something malevolent, was lurking in the shadows, waiting for its chance to consume me. I stumbled backward, trying to escape the clutches of the shadowy figure, but it advanced with a relentless determination. The whispers reached a crescendo, filling my ears with incoherent, ghostly wails. I fled down the twisting corridors, the malevolent force in pursuit, until I found myself back at the security desk. The whispers lingered in the air, a chilling reminder that the night shift held secrets beyond the realm of the living. The night was still, and the old library stood silent, abandoned by time and patrons alike. As the clock struck midnight, I, the night librarian, ventured into the dimly lit space. The shelves loomed over me, filled with forgotten books that whispered tales of centuries past. In the quiet aisles, my footsteps echoed, creating a ghostly cadence that resonated with the hallowed stillness. Dust motes floated in the moonlight, filtering through cracked windows, weaving an ethereal dance that enhanced the desolation of the room. Approaching an ancient desk, I discovered a solitary candle flickering defiantly against the encroaching darkness. Shadows played on the walls like specters, telling tales of long-lost manuscripts and unfinished stories that lingered in the air like a haunting melody. As I organized dusty tomes, my hands brushed against a cracked leather binding. I pulled it from the shelf, and as I opened its pages, a cold breeze swept through the library. The words on the parchment seemed alive, shifting and rearranging themselves with an otherworldly will. Whispers, soft and haunting, filled the air, and an unseen presence lingered just beyond the edges of my perception. The manuscript unveiled itself as a gateway to a realm of forgotten knowledge, its secrets beckoning me to unravel the mysteries of the forsaken library. In the dim light, a spectral figure materialized, the ghostly form of a librarian from a bygone era. Their face hidden beneath a hood, they gestured for me to delve deeper into the secrets concealed within the ancient manuscript. The pages turned on their own, revealing tales of ancient curses, long-forgotten spells, and arcane rituals. The air crackled with an energy that transcended the ordinary, as if the library itself pulsed with the heartbeat of centuries. Bookshelves creaked and shifted, exposing hidden passages. Led by the spectral librarian, I entered a labyrinth of forgotten knowledge, where shadows danced in a macabre ritual. The ghostly figures of long-dead scholars gathered, their eyes fixated on the intruder, me. A haunting melody filled the hidden chamber, resonating with the requiem of the forgotten. The ethereal choir of the library's spectral inhabitants sang in unison, their voices weaving through the air like a tapestry of the arcane. Overwhelmed by the supernatural phenomena, I made a desperate attempt to escape the labyrinthine library. The spectral librarian watched silently, their hooded gaze conveying both sorrow and warning as I fled the ancient repository of knowledge. As I exited the library, the whispers faded, and the abandoned books regained their stillness. Forever changed, I cast one last glance back, knowing that the silent whispers of midnight would continue to echo through the forgotten halls, carrying with them the secrets of a library lost to time. Alone in the dimly lit office, the soft hum of the photocopier was my only company. As I settled into my routine, the rhythmic tapping of keys caught my attention. I turned to find an ancient typewriter on a desk in the corner, a relic from a bygone era. Its keys moved with a life of their own, crafting a sinister message: "I see you." The room chilled, and the air grew thick with an otherworldly presence. Unable to resist the eerie allure of the typewriter, I approached cautiously. The keys continued their spectral symphony, recounting tales of a long-forgotten tragedy that unfolded within these very walls. The clacking keys painted a vivid picture of a vengeful spirit seeking justice for a crime never resolved. Suddenly, the office lights flickered, casting eerie shadows that danced across the walls. The room seemed to pulsate with a spectral energy, as the typewriter's message evolved into a series of ghostly whispers. The air became charged with an otherworldly force, and the temperature dropped, leaving me surrounded by a bone-chilling cold. As the typewriter recounted the details of the unsolved mystery, the room transformed into a haunting tableau of the past. Ghostly apparitions materialized around me, their transparent figures swaying in a macabre dance. Accusing eyes fixed upon me, and I realized that I was not alone. Spirits from another realm had chosen this night to reveal their tale, and I, an unwitting spectator, was entwined in their spectral narrative. Terrified, I stumbled backward, the ghostly visions following my every move. The office, once a mundane workspace, had become a theater for the supernatural, where the past and present collided in a harrowing display. The typewriter's keys fell silent, and as the last echo of the ghostly whispers faded, I fled the haunted room, haunted by the knowledge that the spirits of the past were not confined to history,